So you say how many kids do you have?
4.
Okay.
I have 2 that are mine and 2 that are blended.
Okay.
So we
Love
range
it, blended.
from
I like the word
20,
blended.
26 to 13.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm guessing your 2 is the oldest.
Mine are the oldest.
Okay.
Yep.
And you thought you were done?
Yeah, thought I was done. Then I got right back into it.
All right.
But no, they're wonderful. I love them. Yeah.
Okay. So I know when you talk about it, you said you were in Tri-City for a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. So jump back. My backstory. I was born in Massachusetts. I lived there till I was 5.
Okay.
A lot of people are like, "Oh, that doesn't count." I claim that hardcore.
Yeah.
Hardcore. So we moved to Richland, and my dad worked out at Hanford, the nuclear plant for the Manhattan Project. Then so I grew up there. I'm a Richland bomber. Yeah, fun. Mushroom clouds are our mascot.
Oh,
All right.
that's wild.
Anyway, so grew up there. It was a fabulous place to grow up. It was the one that, we could get, at age 11, you get your parents' Costco toilet paper, you go out with your friends and TP somebody's house, and you throw rocks, and then you're like, "Hey, come out! We're gonna go get Johnny's house."
That's so funny.
So, and our parents knew.
Yeah.
So it was just good,
fun.
clean, Mulberry.
You're right.
Yeah.
Mulberry
Country.
living. Yeah.
We also grew up TPing people's houses.
Yes, and
I've never done that.
to me, it was always like if you like somebody, you would TP them. You would
only
give them...
TP the friends' houses.
Yeah.
So
not people you don't like.
We need to go TP her house?
Yeah.
All right.
Because that would mean that you liked me. But yeah, and somehow that switched, and I don't understand why. It's like, why would you waste your time and money doing that for someone you don't like? Get your friends.
They don't get that.
Gotta make Costco run.
I grew up there doing that. It was a great place to grow up, but I always wanted to be on this side. And then I grew up boating with my parents in the San Juans and Canadian islands, and backpacking and fishing and hiking, all that. I just this side of the mountains just called me. And I've always wanted to be over here. I went to Western, and it just sunk in even more. I ended up finishing at WSU because the classes I wanted were there and not here. And there's actually a little ADHD story, but that's for another time.
We'll hear about it one day.
Yeah, one day. And then, let's see. So I guess I've always felt the Tri-Cities is, I'm not a wind or a desert person. And I would, try to get out, and I'd get married or I'd have kids or whatever. And I'd always be like, just when I thought I was out, they sucked me back in. What's the movie? All I can think of is Sopranos, and I know that's not it. Oh my gosh. Seriously, Al Capone.
Godfather?
Yes.
Yeah, Godfather.
Okay. Thank you. That's what he said. Just when I was sucked me back in. Yeah. So anyway, I got married, had kids, got divorced, and then I told my kids that as soon when they graduated, I was out. And in the meantime, just before I graduated college, my parents moved over to Snohomish.
Okay.
So we'd always get to come over here and do this, and still boating and everything. And then they graduated, and my daughter went away to school to Arizona, GCU. She went there for a year, and so I was like, okay, I'll give her another year because she's away. And in the meantime, I thought I'd start dating, and I got on that little thing called Tinder. And I was about to get off because I'm like, I'm done. This is ridiculous. This is stupid. And I was like, okay, one last scroll. And I found this picture of this guy that was sitting on a boat. And I was like, I know where that boat is. Yeah, it was the boat. You can always get me with boat and salt water. And I was like, I know where that is. I didn't know the boat, but I knew the background of the boat. And I'm like, that's right by where the marina is, like where my parents had their boat. And then, so I messaged because I'm not the shy one. And then we kind of started just talking back and forth. And he was on, the Eastern Washington for work. And yeah, we just kind of kept talking. And then he said that he actually lived in Lake Stevens. And I was like, huh. And my parents lived in Snohomish. My goal is actually to get over there. And then, we kept talking and then kind of find out we have the same birthday.
Oh.
June 8th.
Wow.
Yep. He is 1 year younger than me,
Wow.
which he loves to point out. Yeah. Yeah. So we ended up, he came down and visited, and then I went on a 2-week trip with my mom and came back, and I don't think we've ever had more than a couple days that we didn't talk.
Wow.
And so I moved over here, and
Yeah.
now we're engaged.
Oh,
Yay!
Congrats.
That's awesome.
Yeah. When that happened?
Yeah, that happened October 7th.
Ooh.
Oh no, it's not good.
No.
It was when.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, there's a backstory to that?
Oh, 2023, right?
Yeah.
Israel, Gaza.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
we found out after.
Oh.
Yeah, we went up to
You didn't
deception
know.
and yeah. So anyway,
Cool. You're engaged?
yeah, I'm engaged. Yeah. Okay. So I've been a realtor for 10 years.
Yeah. Tell us about that. Like, how did you get into it? And you like it, obviously.
I love it.
And now a word from our sponsor, Mortgage Myth.
If you're looking for someone to guide you through the journey of buying home, doesn't matter if it's your first home or your fifth home, I have a person that can help you, educate you, and guide you through the process. Contact me at MortgageMyth9 on Instagram.
Yeah.
I tried to do something different when I moved over here. Thought, do I really want to start my business all over? I'd built up, a referral-based business there, and I moved over here and, didn't know anybody.
Right.
So starting from scratch, and I wasn't sure. So I kept my license. I tried to be an assistant, and that just
Didn't work.
it wasn't me. I
Yeah.
needed to be out there because, again, like what we
Yeah,
were talking
yes.
about, it's like I can't be in a
Can't be
room
stuck.
by
Yeah.
myself,
Yeah.
and I wanted to be out. So try that, and then I went to work because my background, I worked out at Hanford, and I did teaching and document control for a few of the companies out there. So I went to work for a company that those skills went with, and I was like, okay, give yourself a year. I kept my license, so still able to do that. But let's see if this is what I wanted to do. And
Right.
I could not wait for that year to be up because I'm like, once you haven't had a boss and you go back to a boss, it is
Different.
miserable.
Yeah. Yes.
For me at least, it's miserable because I'm like, I have all these ideas. What do you mean? Why would you do it this way?
Yeah.
Let's do it this way.
Yeah.
I'm that one. I want to see something and then make it better. So then after that year, I was like, okay, and I moved to the Windermere in Snohomish, and I've never looked back. I love it.
That's awesome.
So if you had to describe your way of doing real estate, what that would be, what's your brand per se?
My brand is probably I'm not going to go buy a lead. I'm not a Zillow. I'm not a Realtor.com because I want to get to know you. I want to know what your story is. And I want to then take that story and then help you get to your goal, whether it's buying, or selling or, both. But your story is going to be different than your story. And your story to buy a house may be different than another house down the line that you may have to sell. And so what I want to do is I want that personal connection. that's, why I don't do lease. There's no personal connection. So that's really my driving thing, is what can I do to help you achieve your goal? And everybody's goal is different. And I want to sit down and take that time to find out what that is. I can look at your house. You can tell me about your house and I can give you the price. I can do everything that most, realtors can do.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think what I bring to it is the human part of it, because that's what I want to focus on first. Why are we doing this? What's the drive? And what are the things that aren't going to work for you? What are the things that are going to work? And communication for me is big. It's like I will tell everybody that, I have my my watch, my phone. We're all connected all the time. But at the same time, I want to say that, hey, I need to have some time with my family. I think that's important for everybody to have those boundaries and set that up. But at the same time, my clients also know that if they have insomnia and they can't sleep, or they're seeing a house, or they have a thought about an inspection or something going on, I tell them, text me. I don't care if it's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 11 o'clock, it doesn't matter. Text me. Unless I also have an insomnia, I'm not going to answer you.
Right.
But my goal is that you're going to now realize I've sent this to MeLinda. When she starts her day, she is going to look at this, she's going to address this, and she's going to get back to me. Now I can go to sleep. That is, to me, that is my job, is to help take all the worry and the stress away from you. Sometimes I'll say that if you feel like I haven't earned my money, then I've done my job right, because I've shielded you from everything.
Right. Yeah. No, I totally agree. Being on my end of it too, where I enjoy time with my family. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing, right? But at the same time, I love guiding people through the journey of home buying process, and not just for one purchase only, but the lifetime of it, right? So I love what you're saying about that. It's about the relationship. It's about building that. People ask me, I'm always asking people, hey, do you want me to come to your house, or do you want to meet up somewhere? Like, where, let's do face to face. If you don't feel comfortable over the phone.
Yeah.
I'm more face to face, right? Over the phone, like you probably, you can talk, but being like this right here builds the connection.
Yeah.
Right? You get to see each other.
Yeah, it does. And then I also hope that, people realize that it's not just me building that connection with you. It's everybody that I refer to them, whether it's, a roof repair, whether it's a lender, whether, whatever it is, storage.
Yes, storage, right? Debbie, storage.
Our storage queen.
Yeah.
I've developed a relationship with those people, so they are people that I, know, like, and trust.
Right.
Because all we have is our name.
Yes.
And if that gets ruined because we just throw stuff out, then that does directly impact us. But if you are someone that wants to work with me, then you're also going to know that anybody that I refer is going to be somebody that's like-minded. Therefore, they're going to most likely work with
you. You come with a team.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you come with a team, and it's a like-minded team.
Yeah. It's like a family.
It really is. Because there are times that you have to call somebody up and be like, hey, you know this.
Yeah.
The appraisal came back this way. We've got this, but we've got, they're the last house in 3 that are, trying to simultaneously close. And what can you do? And you're like, hey, I got you. We can do this and this and this.
Yeah.
Might have to, move some things around, move a day or something. But you and I have created that relationship that we have each other's back.
Because I think a lot of time where you and I, right, in our world, people make it feel like we're enemies, right? Like you guys always like, oh, you better close on time. Well, things happen.
Yeah.
Things happen. So if you communicate and like, hey, this is what's happening. They didn't give me the document on time, so we may have to push a day. But again, like you said earlier, communication. If you communicate and work together and you understand this is about the client, right?
Yeah.
Not about us.
Yeah.
Right? It's about the client, how well we take care of them as a team. So
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, and I will tell them, like, when we, sit down and have the, say a buyer meeting, because that is something that I completely believe in, is having a meeting in the beginning to go over the whole process. But I'm going to tell them, the lender, we're a team. And if you're not providing the documents to that team and they tell me, I'm going to call you and ask you how much you really want this house.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, recently, great example. I mean, I had a client that wants to buy, right? They were pre-approved, and it's been 6 months already, and they're like, okay, I'm like, well, I need the document, and I emailed the agent and the client together, thinking the agent will, figure out with the client as well. I never heard from the client or the agent, so it's like, okay, how can I help your client if you don't? Get my back, right? Even though we don't know each other, we can help each other out, right? To make this happen for them. So, yeah, I know. The reason I brought up the branding part is like, I believe personally, everyone has a brand, because you can go somewhere else, right? Keller Williams, whatever, but people are going to be like, oh, MeLinda's going there. I don't care about the company. I care about MeLinda.
Yeah, and
right?
that's really a key thing.
Yeah. And that's how I believe. Like, do you want to be a Geo Metro? You probably get that. Or you want to be a Lamborghini with your brand name, right? When people talk about you, how they talk about you is very important.
Yeah. And I have noticed, like, as I'm getting started, because I still, I had a referral-based business in the Tri-Cities. And for me, when I have clients that call me and say, hey, I'm thinking about selling my house, are you, still, because, not quite marketing the same way there anymore. But then, I can say, I'm still doing it, but I'm, here, but I have, an agent or some agents that are there, and they trust me enough to use that agent.
Yeah.
Then that, to me, that means a lot to me, because one, they called me, but also that they trust my recommendation still.
Yeah. Yeah, your word and your brand is very important.
But yeah.
Here's a quick word from our sponsor, Nixter.tech.
All right, whether you need a website built from scratch, you need your website problems diagnosed, or you just want the support of a developer who actually cares about your business, Nixter.tech is the place to go. We offer one-on-one services, consulting, education, and group services. So if you need someone who is going to actually care about your business and wants to see you succeed, we've got your back. Learn more at Nixter.tech.
Speaking of sales, selling homes, I know you're about to have a class.
You
just did, right?
Yeah.
How was that?
Well, tell us what the class is first.
The class is for first-time sellers, and it was kind of like just a dry run, dress rehearsal.
Yeah.
But we're gonna be having it more to get all the little things figured out. But yeah, I'm excited about this. This is something I've wanted to do since before I even moved over here. I do teach the first-time home buyer class for the down payment assistance program for Washington State. But I love first-time home buyers, and I love that there's a class for them, because there's so much. I personally love teaching them one-on-one, but this fills my teaching bug, because I wanted to be a teacher originally. But why I'm excited about this class is everybody talks about buyers. Always talking about buyers. Well, that's great. What if you want to sell and you've never done this before, and you don't know where to start? You don't know how to start. You don't know what to do with your house or where to start, really.
Yeah.
So I wanted to put something together that I can give them just a little bit of information to feel like, yeah, I can do this. This isn't so daunting, because even if you go to, ChatGPT or whatever, how to use it, it gives you this huge list. Well, that can be overwhelming, and you don't know where to start. But then that, again, goes back to, for me, is I want to know your story. I want to know why you're selling. What's your reason for selling? Because that's going to change that list. It's not just this generic list of things you do or things you don't do to sell. It's
Yeah. And no, I think that's great because honestly, like I was telling you the other day about my own personal experience with my mom, right? Where
yeah.
she sold the house without really being educated, right? There's options for her. Now I'm looking from my lens, right? Because I'm like, okay, I'm in this world, so I know there's options. So I'm glad that you're doing that for the sellers because sometimes sellers are doing or selling the home because they get divorced or something happens, right?
Yeah.
Where you can guide them through it and give them options rather than saying, just sell,
Yeah.
right?
And especially if you're dealing with, an estate. I mean, you're not, or a divorce.
Right.
Your headspace is not in what you're doing.
Oh, no.
And you need somebody that so often we would like to say, just here, can you just please take care of that? And that's what I want to do. I
Right.
want to help make your life easier and better to get you where you need to be and say, you've got your own, whether it's mourning, whatever is going on, you've
Right.
got to do that.
Yeah.
And
gotta
and
know.
education. To
Yes.
me, education is huge, and that's
Yeah.
probably, if there is like a flaw that I have, it's overeducating.
Me too.
Same here.
Same. Yeah, all three of us.
Over how's that?
Yeah.
We have so much we want to share.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
But that goes back to that excitement
Mm-hmm.
of,
Yeah.
when you have somebody new, especially like a first-time buyer.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
I would guess that you are exactly like
Yeah.
me. It's like, I love first-time buyers, and because they're so excited, and it's like the world is opened up. They are now able to, buy a home that they've been, wanting to do forever. And it's like, oh my gosh, let me show
Right.
you. Because I am so excited to show you. It's, okay, you do this and this and this, and don't do this and this and this, and this is going to be fun.
Yeah.
And I want it to be fun. I want you to have fun when you're doing this.
Yeah.
Because I remember buying my first house. It's scary.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what you don't know. And
Yeah.
I just want everybody to feel confident and feel like they know what they're doing.
Yeah. No, exactly. When I hear people saying, "Oh, I can't afford it," like, yes, can we talk? I want
That's
to talk.
me.
Right? Yeah, you.
Yeah.
We get
We'll
you a house
talk,
here.
we'll
Don't
talk.
worry.
These two.
Yeah. We'll get you a house. Don't you worry about it. Hang out with us a little bit more.
Yeah.
But again, that's what it is. Like, let me show you how we can make your dream come true. Right?
Yeah.
It might not be the biggest house. It might be just a 1-bedroom
You
condo.
got to start somewhere.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to help you figure out how you can rent that, buy another one, like build it. Like we were talking about that the other day.
Yeah.
How do we build your portfolio, right? How do you build that where you don't have to buy and sell, buy and sell,
Yeah.
buy and sell. You can continue building.
Yeah.
So,
And even when you have, people that want to buy, but they know that they're not ready. They're
Yes.
a year off or whatever, but they're starting to save. They're working on their credit. I want to talk to them then. I want to talk to them right at the beginning. And I'm not going to go into like huge detail with the process,
right.
but then I'm going to direct them to you
Right.
and be like, okay, we've talked about, houses, what
hints.
the market's doing, and do this. Now I'm going to send you over to Myth, and he's going to explain the things you need to do for the next year. He's going to look at your credit. Okay, you want to do these things. I mean,
Oh, yeah. No, I've been in
Yeah.
banking world too. So I love it.
yeah.
I love educating folks and just like, hey, yes, you can't buy right now. You don't have to have $1 million to buy a house.
What?
I think it's just sometimes it's those simple things like, okay, so your rent is, $1,300,
Yep.
but you think you could afford a $2,000 mortgage. Okay, great. You've got a lease for another year. Take that $700
Put it
and
aside.
put it in the bank. One, you're building up, money for your down payment.
Yeah.
And you're finding out if you can do that. And if it's too much, well, then you drop it till you figure
you
out
can
where
afford.
you are. And
Yeah.
then now you know, because I always say that I don't want anybody to eat top ramen unless
Yes.
that is what they choose to eat for dinner, which I do sometimes.
I mean,
do
we
that.
all
Yeah.
do it. You know?
Yeah.
Easy.
Okay, so we talked about everything today.
We did.
so
We
much.
did.
Thank you for being here and
Thanks for
joining
having
us.
me. This
Yeah.
was so fun.
Yeah, if people want to get a hold of you, is there a good way? Like, they reach out over LinkedIn or?
Probably
Or email?
just Instagram
Okay.
would be good. They can call me.
What's your Instagram? And we'll link it too.
It's Real Estate Things with MeLinda.
Cool.
Oh, that's nice.
Easy to remember. Real estate things
Yeah.
with MeLinda. Cool.
Any last couple advice for people out there that you want to just share quickly?
Just ask questions. Just reach out and ask questions. Even if you're thinking about it in like a year or 2 years, whatever, just start to plan.
Yeah.
The better planned and educated you are, the easier the process is going to be.
Yeah. I mean, that's simple, right? Yeah. I agree.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, I think we're going to have you on later on too, because I think we
We have
love
more
this.
to talk about.
Yeah, we do have to talk about this. And we're going to have other topics, right?
Yeah.
But this was fun.
Yeah.
It
And
was.
you were worried, like, well, I don't know what to talk about. Look at how many things we talked about today.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You never know until you
You
get
don't,
in.
but this is what it is. Just
This
chat,
was
so.
This was good. This was
Thank
good.
you.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
And then, people, you know how to reach her.
Yeah.
Let us know if you want. If you can't, we will connect you to her as well.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds
All right.
good.
See you
Well,
next
thank
time.
you.
Bye.
Bye.